Hey everyone, good morning. I'm filming a Get Ready With Me, my first one, so bear with me. I'm gonna be getting ready in front of you guys while I chat about Etsy failing. There's some people out there who think that's my water running, just in case you're wondering. I'm trying to wash my face and actually get ready. This is not one of those fake Get Ready With Me's. I'm actually gonna try to get ready in front of you guys while I chat about Etsy. Oh, I have to take my medicine. Hold on. All right, just took it. I actually, the other day I forgot to take my medicine. And I don't know, I felt exhausted the entire day. Not sure if that was the reason. It was horrible. So even though I don't feel like the medicine is doing much for my focus, I feel like I need to take it now. Hold on, let me wash my face. My towel fell. Okay. So yeah, Etsy's been failing. They have laid off 11% of its workforce. I think it's like 225 folks. Really sad because, just a side note, really sad because it's during the holiday season. Well, it's sad to be laid off at any time, but I can imagine. Should I show you my products that I put on as I'm doing a Get Ready With Me? Does it matter? Maybe. This is my face cream. I love this. I prefer it to not have fragrance, but I just love the texture of it. So that's what I'm using every day pretty much. So anyway, so you might say, why are they laying off? Well, listen, if I remember, I'll put the link in the description. There's several articles out there. You could just Google and you'll find an article. So just find it yourself, just in case I forget. Because they said that since 2021, their gross margin sales are pretty much flat. They have not grown. And so I just want to point out that a few weeks ago, I had a gut feeling, okay, that something was wrong with Etsy. And I posted it in the group. A lot of people agreed, but there's always people that are gonna agree, regardless if Etsy's doing great or not. And then some people met my, opinion back with, well, they're growing year on year. I was like, fair enough. I don't know. I'm just saying my opinion. I said, I have no idea. I just feel it. What do you guys think? But I was proven right. I knew something was wrong. There's no problem with a company trying to grow and not, let me get ready, okay? And not make sales, not, growing in profits year on year, because some people need to take their money and put it back in the company to grow. And, you know the story of Amazon, right? Okay, that's what they did for a very long time. But I typically will see a lot of infrastructure being built out, a lot of systems being in place. I don't see that in Etsy, okay? Anyway, I'd like to put this on to help even out my skin tone, because some days, actually today's not that bad. I don't know what you guys could see, but I'm still gonna put it on since I already did. Hold on guys, I know I'm not filming myself, trying to find my stupid makeup brush. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is Shiseido. I don't know if this is, I think, a foundation brush. Anyway, so I don't mind that they would be building out infrastructure, which is why they are not they're not growing in profits. But I don't think that's the case for Etsy, because as a seller, not much great stuff is happening. I am not clueless to the fact that there's plenty of sellers who are increasing year on year. And every year there's always sellers increasing year on year, and every year there's sellers that are declining. So that is not the base of why I feel like Etsy was failing originally. I know I look really scary right now because my under eyes are very dark. This is my natural under eye. But trust me, it'll all come together, okay? It'll all come together. So anyway, they laid off staff, and I feel like I have some advice for the CEO. I feel that if I were running Etsy, it'd be much better off. I don't know what you, I don't care what you guys think in the comments. I think some of you know me and feel like, yeah, probably. And then some of you are like, you get over yourself. I don't care what you think. This is just my opinion. Okay. So wait a minute, where's my daughter's phone? I have some notes on my daughter's phone because I thought about it. And I said, so if Etsy, somebody from Etsy's watching this, passes on to the CEO, take my advice and or reach out to me and I'll be happy to consult. Okay? Hold on. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. Okay? 135 shade. All right. Anywho, my notes. Okay, so of course they didn't make money. They didn't grow in sales, gross profit margin in sales, and since 2021. And they also said that so we do have a lot more sellers, but we're not bringing them more money. So essentially, on average, all the sellers are still making the same amount of money since 2021. That sucks. They want to bring in more buyers. So here's my advice. I think first, and they did this already, unfortunately, they have to consolidate employees. Okay, let me just do my eyeliner. Hold on. They have to consolidate employees. I can bet you many employees are sitting around doing nothing most of the time. I can bet it. It happens in every workplace, especially a big workplace with hundreds and hundreds and thousands of employees. They have like originally over 1,000 employees. Okay. I don't know how they are with their employees, but I'm sure there's a lot of jobs that are fulfilled there that are not necessary. In fact, they actually, you can look at the article for details. They let go of the head of marketing, and they consolidated that role and pretty much gave it to the chief of operations. Okay, so obviously not needed because the marketing sucks on Etsy. The marketing sucks. We'll get to that. Anyway, so consolidating employees, implementing KPIs. KPIs is key performance metrics. How does big wigs of Etsy measure how well an employee is doing? Okay, and I wonder if there's room for improvement there. Meaning, is it necessary for John to have his job, or can that be consolidated with somebody else's job because he's really not pulling in? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really helping Etsy move forward. What is their mission? What is their goals? Okay. So I think that it should be a hard look at their KPIs and how they measure performance with employees. And if people are not cutting it, they need to help them, right? They need to, the employees have to understand how to reach those goals. And if they're still not cutting it or whatever, adios. And of course, if the role is not necessary, adios to the role in general, not just to the person, right? So I think that's a big deal. I think not just cutting employees, but like I mentioned, the metrics of how to measure if these employees are doing well. So if you're in marketing, okay, I could assume, and I don't know the specifics here, that how I could tell somebody's doing well if you're the head of marketing is, the part of marketing is bringing in more people, more traffic, possibly from other avenues that we've not done before. I'm sure there's ways to measure that. So measure it and see if it's actually working, and if are they buying, etc. And by how much, maybe the head of marketing wants to do a promo, right? They do that's all the time. During Black Friday, they did $5 off, or whatever they did. Okay, did it work? Did it work out for the better? Like, they spent $5 per transaction. Etsy was out of their pockets. But let's look at the numbers. did it bring in so much more that it really just a big benefit to them, okay? So, you see I told you how it's gonna come together? I just brightened my under eye. Don't worry, it's coming together more, don't worry. Anyway, so that's another thing I would say. So I'm trying to like do this, and maybe I should turn my camera so I could. Hold on. Clearly this is the first time I'm filming. Get ready with me. Is this gonna work? Okay. I don't know. I'm looking for my damn eyeliner. There it is. I use the Milani Stay Put Matte, whatever, black eyeliner. Anyway, let's see if I can do it on the camera. Nope. Sorry, I can't talk and do this because like I said, I know this is not normal get ready with me like you see on YouTube, but this is the reality. Okay. Anyway, back to my notes. Okay. Better customer service for sellers. I think if we are empowered more, are able to do our jobs better as sellers, it would definitely in turn help Etsy. Again, there should be metrics involved to really measure this. I'm not saying that if there's no metrics to prove it, they should take away customer service for sellers, but I think it will only help us. I think we also need better tools for sellers. Amazon decided to do handmade, and right out of the bat, they gave us so many tools. It was ridiculous. Way better than Etsy till this day. Etsy was open for what? I don't know, 20 plus years, and they still suck. Okay, their tools. They don't give us enough variations. They don't give us, like, I don't know how many years ago they decided to give us a personalization box. I'm like, guys, why did it take so long? You know, forget it. Forget it for a minute that it helps us sellers, but it helps reduce the friction between the customer and purchasing on Etsy. You want the conversion rates to be higher. If they're confused on how to purchase, that's a problem. Okay? All right, let me get my life together here. I use this, I have many different blushes. This is one of the blushes I use. Another better tool is, you know, the ads. A long time ago, they removed the ability. They removed the ability for us to bid certain amounts. Okay, that's dumb. Okay. And honestly, if you look at Amazon, if you're on Amazon, you know this, or maybe you don't, but they have given us so many tools within ads that Etsy is still. Don't even get me started, okay? They have given us so many tools that it's almost ridiculous. I like to put a little on my nose because the bulb of my nose is a little bit big for my face. And I like to slim it. You're not usually with blush, usually with like a contour, but I'm lazy, okay? So we just need better tools. They are light years behind when it comes to tools, and it's not even just comparing them, comparing them to Amazon. It's what is this? It's just in general, okay? They are not helping reduce. It's really about the customer, and they're not helping us make it a better experience for the customer on Etsy. They're just not. I like to line the underneath of my eyes. Okay. Anyway, let me look at my other notes. This is a horrible video, right? Because I'm all over the place. I mentioned they need better marketing. You know how they need better marketing? They need to identify where the Etsy customer is and start marketing on that platform. You know, I don't know. It depends on what type of customer the Etsy customer is. But imagine it was TikTok. They should partner with influencers to really push Etsy. People found that using influencers in certain types of businesses has really helped, dramatically increase sales. I think there should be a budget for that to really help people talk about Etsy all the time, about the handmade, proposition, like the value of it. I think some of your marketers should be clever enough to figure out how to stand out in the marketplace, being handmade, right? Being unique, right? Instead of all these mass-produced items. I think there's definitely a way to do it. And I think Etsy is not focusing on that. I think that's super dumb. Okay? Mascara. After I'm finished this Get Ready With Me, I might take you guys to my computer while I answer customer service messages. So next, they need to provide data to its sellers and teach them how to read it. So right now, give or take, they provide your regular shop stats. It's so elementary, okay? It's like I'm in elementary school trying to read shop stats. Like, you don't understand the light years ahead Amazon is. I can't believe there's people working in, I don't know what the position is in Etsy. If you give me a minute, I probably can figure it out. But data, software engineer, whatever those people are, and then I still get shop stats like this. And I'm not talking about making it look complicated, because you could argue that Amazon looks complicated, and many Etsy sellers are not professionals, okay? I'm not saying that, okay? But the reality is, Etsy, you are a public company and you need to grow. And there are as many sellers that have the ability, and again, you could teach them how to read these data points, like Amazon teaches its sellers. What was I saying? Hold on. Anyway, give us data points. Let us see. Right now, you know what's been in beta for I don't know how many years? The keywords that people use to find us. Okay, let me so obviously you guys could see my gray hair. I'm not balding. Well, I am kinda. But I am like, you guys don't know this about me. But I'm like, when I grow out my hair, I'm like 85, 90% gray. Maybe you can't tell, but so in between my colorings, I spray this little root touch-up. Okay. Anyway, so I'm shedding, of course. So I feel that Etsy can definitely provide better data for us to help empower us to make better decisions in terms of product choice, in terms of what to create, in terms of servicing our customers better. There's so many data points that they could probably be providing, but they don't. I don't know, somebody engineering or whatever it is decided to take a 2-hour lunch break and not help us. I don't know. That's what I feel about it. How should I do my hair today? Let's put my hair in a slick back ponytail. I feel like this video could be better better communicated, but I'm not used to doing something while I'm talking. So this is what you guys are gonna get, because it is what it is. Okay, let's see here. I use this hair wax to help me, because I am queen of flyaways, my hair. There's a lot of it, but there's a lot of shorts. Anyway, let's see my other notes. Oh, and then I wrote down what data shows how many customers return to Etsy versus not, versus the industry standard. So if somebody gave Etsy a chance and decided to purchase from them, there must be some data that shows how many people are returning. And somebody should work on improving that, okay? It's not just about gaining new customers, it's about keeping the ones you have to continue to return to Etsy, okay? There should be a team on retention. I'm sure there is. Do they suck? I don't know. I don't know what the data point is, okay? What else do I have here? And then they work on improving that by seeing data. Like, there's many things you could do, but did the seller ship on time? Did they communicate on time? Were they happy with the product? And if not, maybe those sellers should work on improving it. Are there, what the fuck's going on with my hair? This might be the last time I feel to get right with me because I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. So do they know how to improve if X amount of customers for the first time has shopped with Dahlia on Etsy but did not return? You know what I'm saying? Do you know the customers' movements and behaviors when they're on Etsy? You know? Where are they dropping off? You know, and all that stuff. I mean, if you guys are listening to this and you're like, what the hell is she talking about? Then possibly, it's fine. You don't have to know. But there's a lot of data that goes into to helping the Etsy customer base grow. Oh, I'm just doing my braid. And I really think somebody over there on Etsy is not doing a good enough job. I mean, clearly, correct? I mean, clearly. Because I don't mind growing the company, but if you're showing me what you're building out, which is why you are, not making enough money or whatever the gross margin sales is, okay, then fair enough, but they ain't got nothing to show for it. When Amazon was trying to grow their company, and slick back ponytail will do. And they were not being very profitable. They were actually losing. They had a lot to show for it. The thing that they were building out. Okay. What time is it? Ooh, 8:21. Should have started work a while ago. Let's get some. I don't know. This bronzer. Anytime I do a ponytail like this, I have to do this because I have a big forehead. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying I have a big nose and I need to shadow. And I have this pimple right here, whatever. This is the best it's gonna get, guys, all right? I don't feel like straightening my hair today. My eyebrows are fine. I'll leave it as is. Let me get dressed. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I messed up my hair putting on my sweater. Sweater, THM, the Handmade Mastermind. I got it made a while ago. Okay. So, let me take you to my office so we can continue this conversation. Oh, my maid is here. Hold on a second. Hi guys, I'm back to help finish this conversation while I work on customer service, but I'm not going to show you my screen because that's sensitive data. Hold on. Trying to turn my screen, but I don't know if that's working. Oh my God, a million messages. Okay, anyway. So I was talking about data points, I'm sure, and I feel that Etsy can absolutely take its data and understand what customers are doing, how they're doing it, and all that type of stuff. And then in turn, do something with that data, whether they build new tools, whether they help improve the system, whether they fix something on Etsy, whether they give us more information to help us do better. I feel like there's very little to no education or help from Etsy. And I'll tell you something right now, Etsy has provided us tools and things in the past. And I'm like, really? Who asked for this? So I feel like some people who are running Etsy, especially the areas that matter, like the things that's like building out the website, whatever, like engineering, are probably a bunch of clowns, okay? Because if I was their boss, I need to see data. I need to see how this is improving. 2021 till 2023, end of 2023, about to be 2024, why has nobody been held accountable to show us that more and more people are coming to the website, spending more? Are they increasing average order value? Are they, why did this much time pass and now they're just like, we have to lay off people? They should have did something. I feel like they're a bunch of lazy asses over there. I feel like many people take 2-hour lunch breaks over there. Many people just shoot the shit by the water cooler over there, not doing their jobs. And I know you're like, Dahlia, that's kind of harsh. No, I'm serious. I know there's plenty of corporate places. I'm trying to fix mine. That do fine. This is not a good holder for my phone, is it? This is not working. Let's see. No, my phone's having a meltdown. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. My holder decided not to do its job. I feel like this video is all over the place, but it'll have to do. I worry about Etsy. I worry about its future. Some people out there are calling me out, saying that they think I'm wrong, and that's fine because I may be wrong. I mean, I don't have real data to prove otherwise. In fact, I did not look at their back end stuff. I don't know, I just know what I see because I'm a seller, and this is my gut feeling. In terms of business related stuff, I've been right many times before, so I wouldn't be surprised. This does not mean, again, if you're out there listening, you're like, oh, I'm up year on year on Etsy. That's fantastic, by the way. There's always going to be, even when Etsy is down, always going to be years there's people up and there's people down. That's not what I'm arguing. There's a lot more sellers selling this year compared to 2021. And how is their revenue up but their gross margin sales are flat? I could tell you a few reasons, but we're not going to get into that. It just goes to show you that you really should not put all your eggs in one basket. You should really focus on, making sure that Etsy is not your only revenue source. They're doing things that I'm not a big fan of, even if they continue to grow. It's only for your best interest. If you've been selling on Etsy for 6 months and I ask you where do you sell, and you're like, Etsy, I'm like, okay, cute. But if I ask you where do you sell or how do you make your money, and it's 10 years, you've been doing it for 10 years and you're just on Etsy, that's kind of childish. That's kind of lame. And here's why. Because you cannot rely on places like this, even if they're doing the best they can and they're doing that for decades and decades. It's still not a smart move. Your business is not Etsy. Okay, your business is what you sell. And if you'd be doing it, 10 years is an exaggeration even. You're doing it for several years. What do you mean you just sell on Etsy? You should be learning how to drive your own traffic. You should be learning how to do something outside of the easy stuff Etsy gives you. Selling on Etsy, and Amazon per se is relatively easy. They made a built-in marketplace for you. The fact that you're not doing it on your own, for me, is problematic. Anyway, this video is all over the place. I don't know if I'll post it. Obviously, if you see it, that means I posted it. I feel like I couldn't get my thoughts to go together cohesively regarding my advice for Etsy. Look at my braid here. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know the future for Etsy and how their next few years are gonna go. But if they don't make some serious changes, then I don't know. And some people made a joke about the CEO right now saying, pretty much he's like Elon Musk just firing a whole bunch of employees. Yeah, when people don't perform, when people don't bring in money, that's what happens. That's how you run a business. Otherwise, what should I do? Keep those 225 employees and let the business fail? But on top of that, him firing those employees or laying them off, unfortunately cost the company a lot of money. I think it's like between 25 and 30 million for severance packages and healthcare and all that stuff. I don't know how much those employees got paid, but that's quite a bit of money. So when sometimes making the wrong hiring decisions is also very costly. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you later. Bye.